My name is Stephanie Markwith, and I am a campus missionary at the University of North Florida. I'm going to tell a little bit about my testimony, and then I'm going to do a spoken word. It's going to be a little different because I'm going to tell my testimony about how I told my mom my testimony. So I gave my life to Christ on Easter 2012, and God took me out of drugs, alcohol, depression, suicide. On that day, He took me out of all of it. And so I knew the love of Christ, and I knew that no matter what I did, that God loved me, and that there's nothing I could do to make Him love me more, and nothing I can do to make Him love me less. But I also knew that I was a lesbian, and I was praying for clarity, and I was like, God, I don't know what to do. All I want to do is get closer to You, and I know if I'm like this, I don't think I can do that. And so in June, I was praying for clarity, and on Tuesday, our campus ministry resolution, we meet on Tuesday, and Reggie Roberson came to speak, and he came and spoke on clarity. And so when I got home, I was like, all right, God, is this what You want for my life, or is this what I want for my life? Because the two are very different. And God was like, my purpose for you is much more. My plans for your life are much more than this. And so God changed my heart. God changed my desires right then and there. And so that happened in June. And then March came around, and my parents came to me to South Point Community Church, and Pastor Russ was talking about homosexuality because of what was going on in the news. And then the following Monday, my mom came up and was like, so, do you believe what they believe? And I realized I had never told her I wasn't gay anymore. And so I sat down and I was like, yeah, I do. And then I told her my testimony. And she goes, but homosexuality is not something you can change. And I said, you're right, I can't. God changed me. Okay. I'm going to do my second word. Failure is creeping in. You can pretend it's not there, like if it's just a thought, that it ain't really sin. Like God doesn't care, it's too small, unimportant. Like your life, it ain't worth it. When you look in the mirror, all you see is unjustified, inadequate, not perfect. You say that God is your foundation, but you still see yourself as your flaws. You're wrong. You have no ground to stand on. You will fall again. See, we're not a body with a soul, but a soul with a body. Made of flesh that we put on when Adam sinned, but now we made it into a hobby. You're trying to walk, but you can't because your ankles are tied. The devil convinced you to wrap yourself in lies. You may think you have control, but that lie is called pride. But if we're not in control, then someone else has authority to steal, kill, and destroy all of me. We are enslaved. See, sin looks a lot like freedom, but ends in chains. It ends in hopelessness with nothing less. It ends in death. Isaiah 64:6, dirty rags can't fix the mess inside, because what is wrong is not plural. There is only one way. Jesus Christ was raised in 3 days. God's been trying to raise me my entire life, but I have not been as obedient as Christ. Titus 3:3, now that was me. Foolish, disobedient, and I hated everybody. But it was God's kindness that saved me. See, when God looks at you, He doesn't see a mess. He sees His Son on the cross and counts your life as righteous. The blood of Christ will never fade, nor the power to exonerate. But the eyes to see the one who saved my life may get cloudy. But I won't start doubting, because I am His and He is mine. His plans for me are for hope and a future, but in obedience I must align. My heart, once made of stone, exsanguinated through self-inflicting sin, has been revived, baptized, brought back to life, not pride, lust, or lies, but a life that is justified. They say that beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but who is holding your life? I know I am beautifully justified because I belong to Christ. The devil will say, you can't change. Matthew 16:23, say, get behind me. God changed me. I am free. Everyone will know my story. For God, I will testify. I'm a slave to righteousness because he is the authority of my life.